Hey, Wally, you got a pen I can borrow?
Hmm? Oh yeah, here.
Did did you just pull that pen out of your fucking pompadour?
Yeah? Why? What's the problem?
Nothing. It's just, why do you keep pens in your hair?
Well, it started with me just sticking them behind my ear, but it either get knocked down or get tangled up in my hair anyways. So I figured, what the hell? And just started sticking them in my pompadour.
Right. And when was the last time you washed your hair?
This morning. Seriously, I don't get what the big deal is.
You know what? I'll just borrow one from Sally.
Hmm. Suit yourself.
Darling residents, Mordecai speaking. Well now, if it isn't my own baby brother. I thought I told you to quit calling me on this number. You need to vent. Hi, fine. What's on your mind, Walls? Really? The boy stabbed you? And scratched you across the face? Line in the left eye, huh? You know, I don't want to say you had it coming. Well, you should have seen this coming from a mile away. Look, I know I ain't no saint myself, but don't think I didn't see the absolute hell you put that boy through. You see, this is why I never married or had kids. I think our family just ain't cut out for it. Oh, so now it's my fault, is it? Listen, Wallace, I never told you to kill the poor woman. Personally, I thought Francine was quite the lovely young dame. All I said is that if you really hated her that much, and you really wanted her gone that bad, there were ways for you to get rid of her without drawing any suspicion to yourself. What I didn't tell you to do was to place the blame for what happened on your son. That was all you. Well, you could always press charges, but if you ask me, I say you should just clean yourself up and just deal with it. It's not worth getting the fuzz involved. What exactly did he say to you right before he left? Honestly, good for him. Look, I may not know the boy quite as well as you do, but I've spent enough time around him to know that Walden's a man of his word. When he says he's gonna beat the shit out of somebody, he's gonna beat the shit out of somebody. So when he says he don't want to see your face ever again, and that he'll make you beg for death if he does, well, Wallace, listen. I've been meaning to have a serious talk with you about this for quite some time. How many friends would you say that you have, dear brother? Well, what I mean is, you offed Francine. You pushed your only child away from you. How many servants would be willing to stand up for you at the drop of a hat, do you think? What I'm saying is, from where I'm standing, it looks like you're well on your way to finding yourself completely alone without any friends or family that want anything to do with you. Yes, that includes me too. Look, Wallace, if you can find a way to humble yourself and take accountability for your actions, then we can talk. But until then, this is goodbye, dear brother. Ah, oh Lord. Whoever could it be, I wonder? Darling residence, Mordecai speaking. Yeah, the greeting was just a formality. I already knew it was going to be you before I even picked up the phone, Walls. Wallace. I thought I already told you. Unless you finally manage to straighten yourself out and take some accountability for your actions, you and I ain't got nothing to talk about. You looking for some advice? What about exactly? So you managed to get a hold of Walden and live to tell the tale, huh? That's a surprise? I was fully expecting it to be on site, if you catch my drift. Or what did the boy say? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. So basically what you're saying is he still don't want nothing to do with you. Well, where do I even begin with you? Because that's the saddest excuse of an apology if there ever was one. Walls. You killed the boy's mother. You blamed him for it for pretty much his entire life. That ain't exactly something you can just apologize for and expect everything to be okay right after. Well, try putting yourself in his shoes a moment. Would you forgive you for all that you done? Yeah, right. Keep on telling yourself that, Walls. Hey, now I may not be a shrink, but at least I understand what it means to want somebody dead. It don't mean just taking away somebody's life. It means ruining some lives there along with it. Secondly, when you're apologizing, it ain't about you. It's about realizing you done wrong and working on yourself to do better, regardless of whether or not you'll actually be forgiven. You didn't hear a damn thing I've been saying to you this whole time, did you? Soft? I ain't soft, Wallace. It's called being grown. I figured with you being well over 60 by now, you'd understand that. Guess not. Oh, you want my advice, do you, Walls? Okay, I got your advice. Now you listen up, because this is the most important thing I can possibly say to you. You listening? Okay, here's what you do. Take all that belly aching you insist on doing, stick it where the sun don't shine, and take it to somebody who cares.
Walden, get your shoes on and make yourself look presentable. You and I are heading out for the day.
Okay. Where are we going exactly?
We're going to the Rainbow Factory.
Oh, did you sign us up for a tour or something?
Nope. I've arranged for us to meet with one of their engineers to see if we can't do something about that hand of yours.
But I thought the Rainbow Factory only made rainbows.
That's what I thought too. But apparently they've got some big-brained science types that specialize in other things. And apparently this guy knows how to make a prosthetic for you that'll be just as good as the real thing.
That does sound nice.
Well then, get yourself ready and let's go. We've got to be there in an hour.
Well, hello there. Mr. Darling, I presume?
Wallace. And this is my son, Walden. We have an appointment to see a Mr. Beagle about a prosthetic.
All right. I'll give him a call and let him know that you're here.
Thanks.
Dad, what if this doesn't work out? Like, what if it's too expensive or something?
Honestly, if it means not having to deal with your prosthetic falling off in public ever again, I'll pay whatever these lab rats want to ask for it.
Ah, okay.
Good morning. How are you two doing today?
Fine, fine. Are you the engineer I spoke to on the phone?
Barnaby B. Beagle at your service.
All right then.
And you must be, little Wally?
Yeah. I am Walden.
Well, it's nice to meet you, kid. Boy, you're a bit taller than I was expecting you to be.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Yep. And it's hard to believe he's not done growing yet.
Huh. Well, that's not a problem. Come with me and I'll show you to my lab. Let's see what we can do for you. Have a seat, you two. So, Wally, I hear you could use a hand.
Huh. Very funny. But, yeah. This one's sort of, not all that good.
Yeah. And if I have to explain why my son's hand keeps falling off and what happened to it one more time, I'm going to lose it.
Well, luckily my creations are far more sturdy than these run-of-the-mill basic prosthetics. I'm talking a prosthetic that's durable, offers fluid motion, and feels so real to the person wearing it, it'll be like the hand was never gone.
And it won't fall off?
Trust me, kid. Someone could try yanking it off of you, and they'd have to take the rest of you along with them.
Almost sounds too good to be true. Got any lying around you can possibly show us to prove you're not bluffing?
You betcha I do. Let's see. That injury looks like it was rough. How'd that happen?
I was climbing a tree, and it fell and landed on my hand. I kinda had to tear it off myself in order to free myself.
Huh. You're tough as nails, I'll give you that. Let me see now. How about something like this? Full mobility with retractable claws, water and fireproof, with built-in sensors that allows the wearer to be able to feel whatever they hold or touch.
Cool. You can do all that?
All that and more. This limb is being made for one of our employees. Yours is going to be made specifically tailored to you and whatever you want or need it to do for you. And the best part is, you'll never have to have it replaced ever again. Unless you want an upgrade, of course.
Is that even possible? Walden's still just a boy with a lot of growing left to do. It's going to have to be replaced at least once before his final growth spurt.
Not this one, it ain't. I can't say much without crossing over into top secret information territory, but that's what makes my creation superior to anyone else's. This prosthetic will be able to grow alongside the boy without ever feeling too tight or coming loose. It's rust-proof, scratch-resistant. Need I say more?
Sounds way too good to be true if you ask me. But you've got a pretty strong reputation, and your skills did come highly recommended. Well, what do you think, Walden?
I love it. I really want this prosthetic.
Of course you do. Oh, I guess all that's left is to talk business. So how much is this magical prosthetic going to cost me?
Well, nothing's going to be set in stone until the final fitting is complete. But right now, you're looking at, about 85 grand to start out.
I'll offer you 100 for it, if you can make it the top priority of all your projects.
Want to jump the line, eh? 150.
125.
135, and I'll make it so the prosthetic that he has now won't fall off until this one is ready.
Deal. It'll save me from the embarrassment, at least.
All right. If you want to wait outside, all I have to do is take a few simple measurements, and the two of you can be on your way.
Fine, then.
Man, what an asshole. Oh. Sorry, kid.
It's okay. I know he's an asshole.
I know it's not any of my business, but is your pops always like that?
No. Usually he's a lot worse.
Well, I'm not doing this for him. I'm doing this for you.
Can your prosthetics really do everything you say they can do?
It's like I said, all that and more. Now, you tell me everything you want this hand of yours to do, and I promise you, I'll make it the best damn prosthetic I've ever made.
Oof. Huh? What happened? Where did Mama and Papa go? It's okay. Papa said that if I ever got lost, to just find Uncle Barnaby, and everything will be okay. Uncle Barnaby? Uncle Barnaby, are you around here? Hello?
What the? Holy shit. Okay. Ophi, over here, sweetheart.
Oh, Uncle Barnaby!
Ophelia?
Mama, you're here!
Well, long time no see, you little ankle biter. Looks like that new body of yours is holding up nicely.
Yeah. What are you doing down here, sweetie? It's really late. You should be in bed right now.
I know, Mama. I had a bad dream, and so I went to go find Baba, and I fell.
You fell.
Uh-huh. I saw a blue swirly thing on the wall, and I fell through it. Like, whoosh. Like that.
Oh, this is not good.
Hey, Mama. How come you and Uncle Barnaby are ghosts?
Oh. Well. It's kind of a long story.
Yeah. Ophi, you're not supposed to be here.
What do you mean by that?
Well, how do I explain this? You know that blue swirly thing you mentioned? That was a special kind of door called a portal. And that portal took you to a different universe. That's what happened when you fell. It's just that in this universe, Uncle Barnaby and I are ghosts.
Oh, okay. So, where's Papa then? Is he a ghost too?
No, he isn't. And hopefully he's a long ways away from the factory right now.
How come, Mama? Did Papa make you really mad again?
No. Well, yes, but that's not what's wrong right now. Okay, listen. In this universe, your father is a bad man. A very, very evil, bad man. If he sees you, you need to get back home where you're safe.
But I don't know how to get back, Mama.
It's okay. We know someone here that goes universe hopping all the time. You know where your dad's office is, right? His assistant's office is right next to it. They'll be able to help you get back to your universe, no problem.
But I don't want to go to them. I want to go see Baba.
And he will. As soon as you get home, I'm sure Baba's gonna shower you with all the hugs and kisses he can possibly give. But in this universe, well, it's like I said. He's a very bad man. If you see him while you're still here, you have to promise me you'll run and hide. You got it?
But
Promise me, Ophi. Please. I don't want what happened to us to happen to you, okay?
okay. I promise.
Good. Now, come on. I'll take you over to the assistant's office.
Take care, kiddo.
Bye-bye, Uncle Barnaby.
I knew that project would have turned out good.
Okay, we're here. All you have to do is go into that office and tell the rag doll inside what's going on, okay?
You're not gonna come with me?
No, sweetheart. I have to stay here in this universe. And unlike you, rags can't see or hear me. So you're gonna have to be a big girl and get back home without me, alright?
All right.
But hey, when you get back, Mama and Papa will be right there waiting for you. I guarantee it.
Okay.
Come in?
Hi. Can you help me? I'm a little lost.
Aren't you Ophelia? Walden's daughter? Hey now, what is it? What's the matter?
I just want to see my Baba.
Your Bob... Okay, all right.
Mama said you were gonna help me get home.
Oh, you came here through a portal, didn't you?
Uh-huh.
Okay, well... I think I've got enough time to get you back before my boss shows up. We'll make it really fast, okay?
Okay.
All right. Hunter, you there? We need a lift back to the main timeline. He must be busy. That's all right. All we have to do is find the portal you came through and send you on back. Do you remember which part of the factory you were in when you got here?
The lab?
The lab. Of course it's the lab.
All right, let's hurry on back there.
Assistant?
Oh, dear God.
Assistant. I need you to... Well, now, who do we have here?
Oh, she's the daughter of one of our employees.
Is that so? She doesn't look like any of our employees.
She's adopted. I assure you, the records are all there.
You ought to be careful. A little girl like you could get seriously hurt in a place like this.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get you out of this place, and, back to your parents. Sorry about your dad. His mind's not entirely all there.
That's not my Baba. That's a bad man.
I can't believe you, Walden. You lost Ophi again?
It wasn't my fault, all right? Honest to God, I left her sleeping in her bed.
Then where the hell could she have run off to? I swear, if you let something happen to her...
I didn't do shit, and you know it.
Hi.
What? You again? What the hell are you...
Are you missing someone?
Baba!
Ophi. Seriously? You wound up in Bad End's timeline?
I didn't mean to. I promise. I just got up to look for you, and I got lost.
Well, at least you're safe. Thank you, Rags.
Anytime.
Well, hopefully we won't have to do this again.
Subject 341. A moment of your time, if I may. It has been brought to my attention that you've been being uncooperative lately. Care to explain what's going on? Well, yes. That's what I have you and your tank mates for. Your singing contains a magical element that we need for our rainbows. Just an hour of singing is all I'm asking, and you can continue on with your day. But what? Too scared to sing. Honestly, I didn't think that was possible for a siren. That's kind of your whole thing, isn't it? You sing, you swim around, eat sailors, you know. Why are you scared? Well, I can assure you your singing is plenty good. In particular, your singing goes along well with our batches of yellow. And believe me, the primary colors usually aren't all that receptive to siren song. I promise. If something wasn't working with your singing, I'd tell you. Well, I can tell you right now that none of my workers are judging or mocking you. Protocol dictates that the workers are to focus on the magic being harvested, and not the music. Just so that nobody gets eaten or accidentally drowns. As for the other sirens, well, I think it's weirder to them that you're not singing, rather than how you actually sound. Wouldn't you agree? Then there you have it. Sing your little heart out. Just for an hour, then you're done for the day.
Of course. Take all the time you need, and just knock on the glass when you're ready.
What is it, assistant? Nothing, huh? You've been staring at me on and off for about an hour now, and it's starting to get on my nerves. If there's something on your mind, then speak up. My hair. What about it? You want to braid my hair? Assistant, you know how I feel about people touching me, especially around my head and my face. Just ask the barbers. I'm sure they've got a few stories they'd happily share with you, and the scars to prove it. I want to trust you. But it isn't that simple. Not after that night with the new arrivals. Just forget about it, okay? You really want to braid my hair that fucking badly? Fine. But if I wind up mauling your ass, don't say I didn't warn you. Turn up my music, would ya? Maybe that'll help me relax. Sorry. It's just reflexes. Just go for it. Before the panic starts to set in. Finally. That was only slightly less anxiety-inducing than going to the barber. I mean, they're braids. Kinda hard to go wrong with braids. No. You already risked a brutal mauling to get them in. I'll take them out myself. I need a break.